Welcome back to the Sonic Unleashed playthrough. Let's go find Professor Pickle, shall we?
Yay!
Voiced by a very certain someone. Oh yes. I got a bit lost there, but mainly what you have to do is talk to the people. It takes about 20 seconds really, because there's a few people who trigger the finding Professor Pickle action.
Nice. Hey!
You know what I found? During the actual levels with Sonic and whatnot, there's no in-game voice acting.
Yeah.
If there is something that needs to be said, it pops up in like a text bubble or something.
Well, I just had, well, except on the Wii version, when you have, at the beginning of your tutorial levels, you have that. Isn't there, is there an actual world map where you select levels to go to?
Oh yeah, we'll be getting to that in a future part.
Because in the Wii version, you pretty much have that from the start, and I will say that's one of my favourite level select screens of all time, just like when you can just circle the globe. It's pretty sweet.
This is Missouri, not Missouri like the American place. Kind of represents Africa, really, especially in the daytime.
Yeah. So I take it we're gonna play night level first, yeah?
Night level first. Day level comes... it's before a boss fight. I thought it was after for a second though.
But I can't remember if I've asked this, but do you play both parts of a world at the same time?
No, sometimes you play night first or day, but that comes down to choice really.
No. I mean, like, say at the moment we're here, will we play both night and day before moving to somewhere else?
At the start it's random. Eventually you get a choice to go to one place or another, depending on how many sun or moon medals you have.
Because in the Wii version it goes from place to place. What's so odd is that you don't need medals to open up like levels for the story. I mean, you need medals to open up like extra levels, but in terms of the story, basically to open up levels and stuff in the temples, essentially when you meet characters in the like static hub world menu crap. Basically different characters will give you like one half of like a tablet, and every level has a like sun and moon tablet, and once you have that said tablet you can just go in the door. So I guess from that point of view it's kind of good in the fact that you're never made to go through levels again to progress the story.
I will say that the nighttime levels contain a lot more day medals, sun medals, and the day levels contain a lot more night ones, so yeah, search very much through the Werehog levels if you want to get into Adabat. It's like the last major day level, which requires every single, 120 day medals.
In the Wii version, essentially, there's three sun levels for every Werehog stage, and 3 moon medals for every the day stage. But from my understanding is that you don't find them, you're awarded some medals on how fast you complete the level, and because technically every world has either 3 or 4 Werehog stages for every one Sonic level, you do end up getting a lot more moon level. I mean, you do end up getting a lot more sun medals than moon medals.
You know what that reminds me of?
What's that?
Sonic Rush Adventure.
How so?
Where, depending on how fast or well you go through a level, you get more materials.
Oh yeah.
This is very much where the Prince of Persia type of gameplay starts to come in. Like pushing boxes onto switches, pulling levers and the like.
Well, I guess something like Tomb Raider was doing that before the revamped Prince of Persia came out.
Oh yeah, I always think of it as the Sands of Time trilogy, to be honest.
Yeah, I like how the star posts make the classic sound effect.
Well, they've always done that, haven't they?
I think so. Did they do that in 06?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Well, I know in Shadow there wasn't any actual... There were posts, but they were just those like weird, platform jumpy things.
That was kind of weird. I would advise taking out the flowers first, because as with all action games, enemies with projectile attacks can be very annoying.
Yeah.
These bitches are toast.
This bitch is toast!
Oh, you want some too, eh?
Have it, you slag.
indeed. I believe this is like the only point in the game where you're required to, you like, throw something at a switch.
That's pretty funny though. He's finding this sort of things like, fuck you, whack! I do like the 360 model seems to have when he, after he pulls us to up on the ledge, he spins it into a ball.
Now,
that's pretty sweet.
The way the camera move tries to indicate that this is a stealth section, but fuck if I'm doing that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what happens if you get it wrong. You get your ass beaten to the ground and they recover health. Of course I did that on purpose just to show it off.
Sure you did, Tom. Sure you did.
The longer you hold Y, the longer this attack will last.
I just love the sound effect of him just like pummeling the absolute shit out of this small little thing. So, let's be honest, I just standing there minding their own business. They're not attacking anyone.
Yeah.
They're just... what a bastard Sonic is. Just... well, that was some laggy camera there.
Oh, that was my, thank you, Dazzle, for, you know... It goes...
so was that the editing and not the game?
No, that was just my actual capture. My Dazzle decided to...
Gotcha.
Because this is like so high quality from an Xbox and whatnot, it does that sometimes. I never get that kind of thing when recording Kingdom Hearts and whatnot.
Alright. But I mean, that stuff like that never happens in the game, does it?
It'll probably do it when you're destroying a fuck ton of enemies, but never normally, no.
Okay, gotcha. I will say, I watched this bit, I do have to say, I thought that is a horrible camera angle.
It is pretty bad.
Whee!
It is pretty fun grabbing these things, though.
Oh yeah, I do love the spinny things, they're pretty sweet.
Whee! See? Lots of sun medals. We've already got half of them.
Awesome sauce. Halfway across the stage, that's awesome.
If you notice on the right, there's another switch that will lead you up to another area where you can get shit like, I believe it's a VHS tape, etc.
Nice. Now, was that a life you just got?
Yeah, that was a life.
One common complaint about the Wii version, and it is slightly annoying, is that for basically any level, be it a Sonic or a Werehog stage, you're given 3 lives, and you have no option to get any more than that. So essentially, if you die 3 times, you have to start right from the start.
What, you can't stock up lives?
I haven't, and you know, there's been, I think even getting 100 rings don't really do anything, which kind of is an extremely bad design point from Dimps' standpoint, I must say.
But don't you get a life if you get 100 rings in any Sonic game?
Pretty much, yeah. And again, I don't think that happens, because it's even in the Werehog stage, because in the Werehog stages you can just, you know, gain up hundreds of rings in those stages, but yeah, no extra lives or nothing.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this in the Apatos night stage, but the rings constitute your health in this game for the Werehog.
Yeah. It's like the tail sections. There's actually mech levels in SA2.
Pushing boxes, all in a day's work. I must point out that little graphical glitch earlier, that'll be the only one in the game. So I apologise for that. Can't really do anything about it, really.
Yes, you can. You can do it again!
No. Cha! Right, now we're going to raise these to the right height. It's a puzzle, if you will.
Magic.
That should do.
I was just kind of thinking to I remember the first time playing through the the Weaver, just like these levels. I just thought it would have been maybe a nice option if they kind of gave you the option to maybe after you complete the game to maybe play through some of the Werehog levels of Sonic.
That would completely destroy the point, mate.
Well, yeah, I know. Obviously for the main game. But I mean, I'm just saying, just because a lot of people, like Sega's basically saying that, you know, so because of his speed, he won't work well with like these platforming sections. And of course, people who grew up on, like, you know, Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, no, that's complete shit.
Let's not bring retro stuff into this, please. This game can stand on its own.
Oh no, I'm in no way comparing this to any game from the past. I'm just saying that even though I like all the extreme speed stuff, I'm just saying that even with its extreme speed, he can still have platforming sections.
Well, those are coming to play later in the level. We've only seen Avatar stage so far. I must say, it's very, you know, enjoyable to just sit back and beat the crap out of enemies.
I know, and as I've been saying for ages, Knuckles should have been playing like this for years.
Let's see what rank I got, shall we?
Oh yeah, that's right, baby.
Fuck yeah.
That's right, baby.
What, you never heard that before?
No, on the Wii version, when you like get an S rank, he goes like, "Oh yeah, I rule." that always makes me laugh.
Alright, please join us in part 6 of the Sonic Unleashed playthrough. Bye bye.
Magical.